Namaskar. There was very important questions in the comments. It was Dada, in my environment, there are so many toxic people. What to do about that? How to deal with those toxic people? You have to understand a few things. Number one, there is a connection between your inner situation of your mind and the external reflection of that situation. There is a connection. If you start doing meditation, if you start changing yourself, if you start to move from static energy towards the sentient energy, sentient quality, there will be change. There will be change in you, and consequently there will be change also in the environment. I guarantee you that if you are internally, if you have internally purified yourself, you'll find that your external environment has also become very conducive. It has happened to me when I learned meditation. My external, there was a lot of change within, and outside also, a lot of change, even conflicts, because what is crude, sinful, is clinging towards you, is holding you. It doesn't allow you to break free. So internally, you have fears and doubts and different protests, different feelings, anger, so many things. They hold you. They do not allow you to break free. And externally, you know what was happening to me? There were lots of conflicts in my life, to such an extent that several times I got beaten. People hit me, strongly. They almost killed me. There was I got brain concoction. They hated me so much. Somehow, all of a sudden, I was one of them. But I started to change. And that light that started to awaken within me was so hateful to them. They could not tolerate it. They beat me up. But I didn't stop. I didn't stop. I was very intensely in the static energy. I was very deeply in the degenerating company. I mean, very crude, very bad company. But by cosmic irony, I started to meditate. And when I started to meditate, I felt the urge. I want to become pure. I want to become pure. I want to become pure. And that started to come in me. And then the environment reacted very, very badly. There was not one single person who supported me. Everyone criticized me. Everyone tried to scare me. Everyone tried to stop me. But the time was passing, maybe half a year, and then all of a sudden, good, sentient people start to come in the circle of my communication. Good people. Not just nice people, but good people. And now I would say that actually there is not one single toxic person around. Every person around is inspiring person. So one important key: hold on, do your spiritual practice. Don't be scared. You're under protection of the cosmic consciousness. Nothing bad will happen to you. Even if you need something like I needed that. I needed some strong shaking up to change my brain set, my mindset. I needed that. And now I'm blessing those times. That is one. Another one is that when there are some toxic people, toxic talks, toxic communication, this, it is going on. Don't involve yourself there. Don't involve. Don't try to argue and try to convince otherwise. No, the person just wants to take your energy. That's all. He just wants to provoke you. Don't give any of your energy to that person. Keep calm, repeat mantra inside your mind. That is the best solution. I remember there was a very interesting story. I was visiting one man, and he was really, really toxic. He likes to talk about politics, and he's a racist, and he's, I don't like really the racism. I don't like when you are disparagingly talk about someone. And then he was talking only that. So I started to get lots of provocation. I started to become angry, and I would just reply to him. But I would reply, then he would tell me 10 times more. And then again I reply, he will tell me 10 times more. So it was going nowhere. I realized, I understood, I'm not going to change his attitude. Then I thought, okay, if it is of no use, then why should I talk? And then I started to repeat mantra internally. I was repeating, just looking at him, listening and repeating mantra, listening and repeating mantra. He was like unloading many things. And then after like 10-15 minutes, he has unloaded, and then he said, what am I doing? I'm talking all this garbage. Actually, I wanted to know something from you. Can you teach me something about yoga and meditation? I said, okay. And then we did, with him and his wife, we did one yoga class, we meditated, and it was beautiful atmosphere. So, when you don't go into you don't get into the provocation, but you keep in your inner stability, in your inner spiritual meditation, because that person is a reflection of your own person. That is how he's taking out something, he's taking out of you something, but you change internally, and there is external change also. So it's very interesting. You can experiment with that. And maybe I will appreciate if you write in the comments if it has worked. It is very interesting. Try that. And then the main message is that don't stop. Meditate. Meditate. Whatever. If the environment is wounded, you feel it is a sick environment, it will heal. It will become healthy. I promise you. This is going to happen. The only thing you need to do is to practice spiritual sadhana, meditation, asanas, diet, cleansing through fasting, different aspects. Start from meditation. There is a course on the meditationsteps.org. There is a course, basic course. Go through that basic course. Go through that. That alone, in 5 weeks, it will change you so much. It will change you, it will change your environment. And if the environment reacts, you find there are conflicts, you find there are some, people trying to poke you, people are trying to attack you, you must know that you are almost at the verge of victory. Almost, it's just there, almost there. Don't give up. This is a very good sign that the environment it shows the change of your environment. It's not anymore static. It is moving somewhere to the brighter future. Thank you very much. Namaskar.